Hey rainbows, welcome back to my channel. I'm Max and today I'm going to be sitting down and creating this night sky fantasy. I had so much fun creating this. I used products from this Tarte Shape Up Your Routine discovery set. I just got my hands on this today and I could not wait to sit down and film with it. In a minute I will go through exactly what's inside, but I used all of these Tarte products and a few Tarte products that I had already, and I just really wanted to sit down and do a Tarte Get Ready with me. It is a brand that I'm growing to love. If you do want to see how I created this night sky fantasy, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead and done one eye just so you can see what we're working towards. As you can see from the title of this video and my intro, today I'm doing a Tarte Cosmetics Get Ready With Me. I got my hands on some new Tarte products and I just could not wait to sit down and use them. This is the set that I got. This is the Shape Up Your Routine set, which contains 5 items I think, and it is a discovery set. I also already had a few other Tarte items. I got this Be a Mermaid and Make Waves palette a few months ago when I was in Miami, and this is incredible. The formula is so good. And then I've also got a Rainforest of the Sea spray and these gorgeous eyelash curlers. So I just got my hands on so many Tarte products recently that I thought I need to sit down and do almost a full face of Tarte. I haven't quite got everything, but I've got most things. So first of all, I'm going to open this up and show you what you get. I only have played with the shadows so far, nothing else in the set, so it's going to be really new and exciting. But I'm just going to be opening this up. It's quite big, so I'm going to try and get it all on camera. And I got this from QVC, which is like a shopping channel on the TV, and I didn't even know they had a website online until my friend told me, and I was like freaking out because when we went to Miami, we went to Sephora, of course, and absolutely loved everything Tarte, and the fact that we couldn't get it over here was just so upsetting. So when we found this, I mean, this is so amazing. So in this set you get 5 items. First of all, we have a lipstick, which is absolutely gorgeous. I won't give away the shade yet until I put it on at the end of the video. And then we have the foundation. This is the new one, which had all the controversy with the shade range. I won't go through that just because enough people have done that now. They messed up and it was bad. But I did really want to try this foundation out for quite a while now. This is the hydrating one because I do really prefer a dewy foundation over a matte foundation. I do have oily skin, but I prefer my foundation to be dewy. So getting that balance between them can sometimes be quite difficult. And then we have the Dream Big palette, which is what I used to create this eye look. And then also the Beauty Blender, and this is actually one that came out when the foundation came out. I'm really excited to try that out. And this is my all-time favourite mascara. This is the Lights Camera Lashes, and this mascara, you guys, oh my god, it's so good. There is actually one more thing that it came with, this cute makeup bag, and it is a really nice light pink on the inside. I love it. It feels really luxurious, and you guys would never guess how much this all came to. So for all of this and the makeup bag, it was £40. Oh my god, £40. Now this foundation alone retails for around £30 or £35 I think, so to get all of this for that price, I was literally like, order it right now. And I ordered it end of last week and it came already. So yeah, without further ado, I mean I could ramble for England, but without further ado, let's get on with the tutorial. So first of all, I'm going to prime for my eyeshadow, and to do that I'm going to use my favourite primer at the moment, and that is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Porcelain. What I normally do is just go straight on the eye, no messing around here. This is a really light base, so it makes the shadows show up really nicely. And I'm going to go in with my damp Beauty Blender. This is just the Real Techniques one for now. I will try the other one with the foundation, but I want to save it so it is new with the foundation. The base is down and I'm ready for some eyeshadow, so of course I'm going to be going in with the Dream Big palette. Now, I think this has been out for a little while when the Amazonian Clay foundation came out, I think. So these are the shades here. It's nice and portable, it does feel like a good quality, but Tarte. These shadows from the Be a Mermaid and Make Waves palette were incredible. But from trying out 3 shades from here, I'm just going to put it out there. They're definitely not as good as the other palette. They're definitely not. Just not blending as well, which you will see in a minute. So first of all, instead of me rambling, I'm going to go in with my first shade. I'm going to be taking this shade here, which is called Ambitious. And the brush I'm going to be using is this fluffy crease brush from Sephora. So I'm just going to be patting that into, and you can see straight away, just going to bring it closer to the camera, that fallout, a lot of fallout compared to the other palette. Now, fallout isn't necessarily a crazy bad thing, but it just means, I guess, that your shadows will be used up a bit quicker. And also this shade in the pan almost looks like a bone white shadow, but when I'm applying it, it definitely has almost a light beige tone to it, which is so strange because in the pan it's pretty much like white. So not really sure how that works, but we're just gonna work with it. The shade that I went in with after was Happening. So I am gonna go in with that again, but this was the shade that I actually disliked the most. I just found that it literally had no payoff and I have no idea why. But I will show you. So I'm going to be taking the Spectrum xoxo eyeshadow brush and just working this into the crease. Now I'm taking quite a lot on there. You can see the brush is pretty much fully coated, giving it a couple of taps, and look. Tarte, where's the pigment, hun? Because I can't see it. I mean, in the pan it is dark purple. It's the middle shade. And I'm literally pat. Not even gonna tap the brush. And I mean, it's okay, but I'm really blending, and it's just coming off a little patchy and not really giving me what I want, to be honest. I really wanted it to be a nice and opaque shade, but it almost just looks like a brown tone. Like, that's not purple. That is not purple. So even though the shade's called Happening, it ain't happening. So let's go in with, this is what I did before. I'm gonna go in with a shade from the Be a Mermaid and Make Waves palette because I know the formula is so good, and I just really wanted almost a blue shade to use anyway for the night sky. I'm going to go into this shade here, which is actually one of my favourites from the palette. It's called Lagoon and it is so gorgeous. The brush I'm going to be taking is this pointed crease brush from Sephora, and let's see how shadows should perform. Now, considering this is the same company that made it, I'm dipping in a few times, brush fully coated, tap, and I mean, it's going straight on. The pigment is amazing. This is what you want. I only dipped in once, it's almost coated my whole eye. Gorgeous. So maybe, because I think this palette that I'm using now actually came out after the other one, so maybe they went back to the lab and just whipped up a new formula, because this one, I mean, that shade is absolutely gorgeous. So just like that, that shade is applied. It was much quicker than the other shade because it blends so well. So I think it must just be something to do with the old formula. But hopefully when I try out more shades in the palette, then they will perform a little bit better. Okay, so now that that shade is down, I'm now going to go in with my black. I'm dipping back into Dream Big, and the shade I'm taking, if I can get the palette open, is Hustle, which is this gorgeous black here. It almost has a luminosity kind of shimmer to it, and it just, as soon as I saw that shade, that is actually what inspired me to do this look, because it just looks like a night sky. I'm actually just going to take it on my finger and pat it onto the lid. Now, as you can see, it almost has a glitter pigment to it, which looks really pretty as I turn my eye. But now that I am going to blend this out, I'm just going to be taking the blend side of my Eco Tools brush and just blending those colours together. And what's going to happen is the glitter that was on top of the black shadow is just going to completely come off. As you can see, it's already happened, and it is not full opacity here. I think what is happening is that when Tarte made that shade, they must have put almost a glitter film over the top of it, but it is not actually glitter all the way through, so it literally just comes off, which is a little bit disappointing because that is what really attracted me to that shade in the beginning. And as you can see now it's blended, it just looks really patchy. So now that the colour is down, I'm going to go back in and build it up, and I'm going to be taking this smudge brush from Sephora. Now, as long as I don't smudge the shade and I just pack it on, it will keep that glitter pigment in it, but it's just annoying that you have to reapply after you blend, because I feel like you should be able to blend your shadows when you want without them changing. By the way guys, don't mind my hair, I'm going to clean this all up after when I finish the look, and I won't look so terrible. So I'm now going to go in with the white liner, which is my favourite bit to do. I'm using the NYX white liquid liner. This is the one here. This isn't actually like fantastic for using as a winged liner, but for detailed work like this it is really good because it's got such a fine point. But sometimes when I use it as liner it just goes a little bit crusty and I have no idea why. So I'm just taking it out now, and as you can see it has a very fine point, which is perfect for detailed work. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the stars and the little dots. So take your time with this bit because it is the detailed part of the look, and let's do this. So guys, as you can see, I messed up that one a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a makeup wipe that little bit off and fix it up. Okay, so now that I have evened up both sides, I don't want it to be completely even because I want the stars to be kind of scattered everywhere, but I think they look quite similar and I'm happy with the way it's looking so far. I'm finally going to move down to the face, which I'm really excited about because it means I get to try out a new foundation, and I love trying out new foundations. First of all, I will go in with a primer. Now I haven't got a Tarte primer. That is one thing that I haven't got that I still want to get. But that means I'm just going to go in with one of my favourites so I know that it won't affect the foundation in any way and I'm not trying out a new product. I'm going to take this No Problem primer, and this is from Touch in Sol. I absolutely love this primer. I discovered it when I saw that Jeffree Star liked it. I normally place my primer mainly here because this is where I get my main pores and it's where they're biggest, and I just kind of push outwards, making sure to kind of fill those pores and make them look smaller. So now that I'm all primed and ready to go, this is the fun part. Now there was only 5 shades to choose from on the website, so I'm a little bit nervous that this is not going to be my shade, but I'm really hoping that it is. This is in the shade Light Medium Honey, and it is 1.01 fluid ounce, which is just the normal amount. That is, I think, 30 ml. The beauty blender, you guys, this is the beauty blender here. This is all soaked and it is just how I like it. It has increased in size and feels really nice and squishy. Love that it has this cut-off shape. I'm hoping that this will make kind of getting under the eyes a little bit easier, but come on guys, let's try this out. Now I'm not going to cover any of my scars and my acne here because I really want to see how much this foundation covers them. So I'm going to go straight in really, and this is the wand here. It is quite a large wand and I'm going to... Not bad. It is a little bit yellow toned I would say, but we're just going to go with it. Now I don't know if you should really apply it directly from the wand, but YOLO. I'm going to do just the bottom bit of my face for now because I don't know how quick this dries down. I'm going to do that for now, and let's see how it blends. Blending really nicely so far. Shade wise, I'd say pretty perfect, which is ridiculous because I'm normally so bad at choosing shades, especially online. But what do you guys think? I think it's matched quite well so far. Just about covered the bottom half of my face. Now straight away I can tell just from it not really covering my spots here that it is definitely not a full coverage foundation. It's definitely more medium, but I'm hoping it's buildable. I'm going to place a bit on my nose and on my forehead, and then I will blend it all out. But so far so good. I like the look of it on my skin. Now this wand is a little bit annoying because I can't really get that much out. I would have preferred a pump, to be honest, because you have to keep dipping back in if you want to get lots of product out, but we're working with it, we're working with it. I'm going to take a bit down the neck. Let's hope this doesn't dry on me while I'm doing this, but let's blend that out. I like to shape that way so I can get under the nose. The beauty blender, I mean. Sure you guys knew what I meant. But shade wise, it's a little bit darker than my skin tone, but that is absolutely perfect because that's what I like doing. I like having my foundations just that little bit darker. Not the Urban Decay darker if you saw my last tutorial. That was 15 shades darker. Okay guys, so now that the foundation is all blended in, I'm going to go ahead and do my concealer, my contour and my blush because I unfortunately do not have Tarte products for those. So I'm really sorry about that, but I will go ahead, fast forward those so we can carry on with this Tarte Get Ready With Me. Okay guys, so I went ahead and finished off my base. I did my contour, my blush, and I also put on some highlight. The highlight that I ended up using was from this Sleek palette. It's this gorgeous warm gold shade up here. I absolutely love the Sleek highlighters at the moment. You guys might have noticed me using them quite a lot. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the eyes first, and then I'm going to move down to lips and lashes. For eyes, I'm going to dip back into Dream Big, and the shade I'm going to be taking is that same black shade, which is Hustle. I'm going to be running it along my lower lash line, and then I'm going to blend that out with the blue from the other palette. I'm going to be taking my same smudge brush from Sephora that I was using before, and I'm going to run that underneath. Wow. That is really gorgeous when you first put it on. Very dark, but that is okay. I'm going to do the same to the other side. So while that is looking super dark, I'm going to go straight back in with my blue just to tone things down a little bit. Now the blue I'm going to be using is back in my Be a Mermaid and Make Waves palette, and it is the shade at the bottom, which is called Lagoon. The brush I'm going to be taking is this eyeshadow packing brush from Grwm, and I'm just going to be using that blue to diffuse the black a little bit. Already looking better. Blacks can be really hard to work with sometimes, just because they take a lot of blending to make them look not harsh. The eyes are almost done. I'm just going to be highlighting my brow bone a bit. I'm going to be dipping it back into this Sleek highlighting palette, and I'm going to take that same shade I used to highlight my cheeks, and I'm just going to go along the brow bone. I'm going to be moving down to lips before I go onto lashes, and I'm obviously going to be taking the lipstick from the Tarte collection. This is the Surf's Up lipstick, and this packaging is serious goals. Like, it's a gorgeous marble, and when you open it, it's a lush gold. Now, I did swatch this once earlier. I thought it was almost a nude from the picture, but when I got it, it isn't necessarily a nude, but it is a really nice, almost mauvey colour, and I'm really living for it. So I'm going to be applying that onto my lips, and let's see what it looks like. Okay, so I've just cleaned up my lipstick and I'm really enjoying this shade. It's almost like a more red toned Velvet Teddy from MAC, and I love that. That's one of my favourite all-time shades. There's one product left in this set which we have not tried. Luckily, I know that I absolutely love this. This is the Lights Camera Lashes, and it is probably my all-time favourite mascara. I just love it so much. So I'm going to be applying this and then putting on some lashes. Okay, so my mascara is on. I absolutely love the way that this mascara makes my lashes look. It is not clumpy, it separates them and really lengthens them. It might be quite difficult, as I said before, to see with this kind of look because it's so dark already. But with any other kind of glam look, I think it looks really, really nice. And yeah, the last step is lashes. But before I put on my lashes, I'm going to be setting my face. And this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea setting spray. I love this stuff. It smells like the sea and it's gorgeous. So I'm just going to set my face. Oh yeah, it smells so good. So now that my face is all set, I'm gonna go ahead and put on some lashes. This is one of my favourite parts of every look, and then I'll be right back with the completed look. Okay guys, so I popped on some falsies. I used the Eyelure Definition number 126s. As you can probably tell by now, these are my absolute favourite lashes. I just love the way that they open my eyes and make my lashes look huge and extravagant, and just love them. So this is the completed look. I really hope that you enjoyed sitting down and watching me create this. I didn't really know what I was getting myself in for because I'd never tried any of the Tarte products that I used today, apart from this palette here and the mascara. Everything else was brand new. Now I would like to do a longer wear test for the foundation because I'm obviously not sure how long this would last. But first impressions, I really love it, I'm not going to lie. I think the shade matches me perfectly. It is a medium coverage foundation, on the lighter side of medium as well, I would say. It was buildable, but I could not completely cover my spot marks here, and there is a couple down here. So I would say that if you're looking for a full coverage foundation, then this is definitely not the foundation for you. But it is dewy, and it makes my skin look almost, I would just say skin-like. I called my boyfriend in a minute ago to see what he thought, and he said it didn't even look like I was wearing a heavy foundation. He said it just looked like my normal skin. So that is exactly what I look for in a foundation. Yeah, everything else, I would say the Dream Big palette, overall I did enjoy. I think it's a nice portable little palette, but the shades I used, they weren't quite perfect. The formula definitely isn't as good as this palette here, the Be a Mermaid and Make Waves palette. But I just think as a little palette, and I guess I can't complain with the price of the set, but I wouldn't necessarily reach for this straight away when I know that there are other shadows that I've got that are better. The Beauty Blender I really did enjoy. As you can see, the white marble did not last very long. It is completely foundation covered now, but I enjoyed the shape of this. It was really good to get under my eye, and that was really good, and also like my nose to do the contour and to set underneath. So I did really enjoy that. The mascara, I mean, you guys know I love this mascara. It's absolutely perfect. What else was in here? So mascara, foundation, Beauty Blender, palette, lipstick. So the lipstick, packaging, gorgeous, shade, gorgeous. It feels completely lightweight, almost can't tell it's even on my lips. And I can already tell from the look of it that it probably will transfer. Yeah, so it's definitely transfer. This is not a matte lipstick. It is more of a velvet lipstick, but that's okay because a lot of lipsticks do transfer, and the ones that don't, I do feel a lot of them do feel very dry on my lips. So I would rather go through a lipstick that looks like this, has a little bit of transfer, but feels nice and lightweight and does not dry my lips out. Overall, really enjoyed everything Tarte that I've used. Tarte is a brand that I am getting to know. I'm still in the early stages of getting to know it because we don't actually have it really available to us over here in the UK. Like I said, I got all this stuff on QVC, so I'm really happy that that was available. In terms of the look, I'm super happy with this night sky look. I think that the blacks and the blues really blend together nicely. And yeah, I just really hope you guys enjoyed watching me create this. As normal guys, if you did enjoy this video, then please give it a massive thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't already, and join this rainbow family that we have going on here. Don't forget to hit that notifications bell so you know every time I post a video and you don't miss a thing. I'll place all of my other social medias down here, so please go and give me a follow on all of those, and I'll place my blog down there as well. Take care everyone, and I'll see you on the next one.